The worst thing that can happen for me is to sell someone a home, and then after they go to closing, something goes wrong with the house. So if I have a good inspector inspect it and identify what the issues are, then it sort of takes it off of me. We've done our due diligence to try to make sure that you're buying a good house. And Matt does a fantastic job.
At the end of the day, you're moving your family into the home, and you want to be aware of any initial safety concerns that you definitely want to address prior to that.
Hello everyone, Pam Dubois, Dream Real Estate TV.
Hi, Matt Knight with Almost Home Inspection.
Donnell Spivey with Exit Spivey Professional Realty.
And today we're going to talk about home inspections and why home inspections are important and what goes on in a home inspection. Thank you so much, Matthew, for being with us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Greatly appreciate it. So why is a home inspection so important for a buyer?
Well, a home inspection is extremely important. It's one of the biggest investments people ever make in their life. So to know the ins and outs of the home, not only just things that may be wrong with it, but how to actually take care of that asset. It's a big asset.
Right.
So going through that house, having a thorough home inspector, looking at all the systems and components and providing them with a list of things they should address maybe sooner than later, and some things that are maintenance items.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, what do you think, Don?
Well, I think it's absolutely fantastic that they get a home inspection. I know that there are some buyers that are waiving home inspection today,
Right.
but they run that risk of not getting a good home. And one of the things I like about Matthew, actually, I'm going to back to when I first met Matthew. He was doing. I was working with the buyer.
Okay.
And the buyer selected Matthew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I had a home inspection that I had been working with for years. When I saw Matt complete his inspection, I just watched him through the entire inspection.
Yeah.
Didn't say a word.
That's
Watched
right.
him through
That's
the whole.
exactly right, too.
Didn't say a word. And I said, "Oh my God, this guy is great." And he's been my home inspector of choice since that day. There are times that I couldn't get him and I had to go to a second choice, but for the moment, that's what I get, Matthew, because he does such a tremendous job. He's very thorough. He's very detailed.
Yeah.
He's very on time. He delivers his report on time and very quickly.
Yeah.
So I love working with him.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you too. It's like, why did you actually choose him to be the home inspector, right? And all those things that you brought up is, right on point as far as what it takes,
The worst thing that can happen for me is to sell someone a home, and then after they go to closing, something goes wrong with the house.
Right.
So if I have a good inspector inspect it and identify what the issues are, then it sort of takes it off of me. We've done our due diligence to try to make sure that you're buying a good house, and Matt does a fantastic job.
Right. And that's so important because they will come back and look at you as an agent, right? It's like, why did your home inspector miss this? What happened?
Right.
So it's
And what I
crucial.
admire too, working with Mr. Spivey and his team, you have agents that, like you said, the last thing you would want is that buyer to move in and there be problems.
Right.
They have agents that genuinely care about the buyer.
Right.
And that's who I want to work for.
Yes.
Agents that care about the buyer.
Right. Yeah, because you do have, and that's a good point that you bring up. You do have agents that actually care more about the transaction and they care about the buyer, and that's and that's not good, right? That is not good at all.
Not at all.
Because it's important that the buyer know exactly what's going on with their home, and like you said, it is one of the biggest transactions that they make in a lifetime. So it's so important. That's
The other thing that he offers, and you can talk about this more than I can, is the radon inspection and termite inspection, all within what he does.
You do it all together, right?
Yes, so we're licensed to do everything in-house.
Okay.
So the agent only has to call one person.
Yeah.
That's usually a convenience. But we like the fact that we can offer as many services as we can, not only for real estate transactions, but, Mr. Spivey ends up with an investor planning to rent that property out.
Yes.
I provide all the rental inspection services that are needed for the landlord. So it's about building relationships with everybody.
Yeah.
And
I
just
love that.
continue to take care of our clients.
Yeah.
And that buyer loved the fact that you could do the inspection to get his license to be a landlord.
Yeah.
And all into one inspection.
That's incredible.
All into one
That's
inspection.
incredible.
Yeah,
Good for you.
It was great. It was a great experience.
Right. Any additional information you can share with us about a home inspection?
Like I said, make sure you get one. I know the
Yeah.
market's kind of interesting right now. The last thing you want to do is really waive a home inspection. But if you have to do what you have to do to get your feet in the house, at least get one after you go to settlement. I know that kind of sounds weird to most people, but at the end of the day, you're moving your family into the home, and you want to be aware of any initial safety concerns that you definitely want to address prior to that.
But you do pre-inspections for sellers, right?
Sure,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Before we put the house on the
Pre-listing
market.
inspections.
Yeah.
Pre-listing inspection, and you also what was the other thing that I was going to ask you about? You do. I know you do it. It escapes me right now.
So yeah, we do. Like Mr. Spivey said, wood destroying insect inspection for Maryland, radon, termite, mold. We do mold sampling. If we find any mold-like substance anywhere in the house, we can provide air quality sampling and surface testing for that. In addition to, like I said, the rental side of things, lead dust inspection and rental inspection for both Baltimore County and Baltimore City.
And he does new home construction.
That's
New
excellent.
construction.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
done-
Yeah, I highly advise anyone buying a new construction home,
Yes,
don't
yes.
just say, "Oh, it's brand new. What do we need an inspection for?"
Right. No.
Please don't
No.
do that.
Yeah.
There's
Please.
always something, as we've learned, always, and there might be even more than you actually think
Absolutely.
in a new home. Then yeah. So Matt, real quick, how long does the actual home inspection take? I know, I'm sure it depends on how big the property is, right?
Sure.
But average, can you tell us how long it takes?
Sure. So you got to remember that home inspection is not appraisal, and a lot of times buyers will get that confused with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Home inspection, if it's done properly, a thorough inspection should take about 3 hours, depending on the size of the home.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, we go above and beyond the minimum of what we're required to in Maryland. We
Okay.
actually test appliances and check every receptacle, check every readily accessible window.
Okay.
So a thorough home inspection done the right way is, on average, is 3 hours.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you're
that's-
getting him a lot shorter than that, I would be a little concerned. Now,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we're dealing with condos and that kind of thing, that's a little different. Maybe an hour
Right.
and a half
Right.
to 2 hours.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, 2 to 3 hours basically for the entire house, including the basement, depending on the square footage. Of course,
Sure.
you've got a 6,000 square foot home, it's going to be like 3 to 4 to 5 hours maybe, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Because, when you have those bigger homes, you not only have more square footage, but you have more utilities, more than one HVAC system, more
Right.
than one electrical panel. You have sub panels. So all of that takes time to really thoroughly evaluate.
Okay, well, great. This is great
Absolutely.
information. Thank you so much.
Sure.
And he
Makes
allows the
sense.
buyer to walk with him through every step of the house,
Yeah.
even if they wanted to go in the crawl space with him.
Yeah. And they should be. They should be, right? That's a lot of money buying a home.
Yeah.
So this
Sure.
has been a great session, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being with us. You guys, Pam DeGuadra, Real Estate TV.
Matt Knight with Almost Home.
Donnell Spivey, broker owner of Exit Spivey Professional Realty.
Yeah.
Find other videos on my YouTube channel is Donnell Spivey, and please subscribe while you're there. As we create new video, new content, you'll be able to see them and share them with other people. All of them may not be for you, but share them with other people.